Aaron Judge joining us now. Aaron, it's great to see you. And, you know, so many fun things watching you play. For me, you know, the fan of me loves when you get involved, when you're facing a great pitcher. There's a little chatter. Maybe you tip your cap. So you and Ron Washington going at it the other day when he was intentionally walking you. What do you like most about the day-to-day, the grind of the game, and the competition within?
Oh, I think that's what, if you ask these three right here, probably what they miss the most. You know, besides the home runs, the championships, you know, MVPs, All-Stars, you know, just the little moments like that. You know, you're competing out there with some of the best in the game, and it's just a little bit of just a mutual respect we have with each other, because I know how hard, you know, they're working hard, they're grinding, and you know, I think they see the same.
I got a question for you, man. We lost the World Series Arizona in 2001. Every single time I drive up to that stadium, I get a sick feeling in my stomach. And remember being on the bus after we lost. Coming here yesterday for the first time since last year's World Series, what were you feeling?
Excited for a new chapter. You know, I think that's really what it comes down to. You know, obviously, I feel like any stadium I go to, I'm sick about what happened last year, and but you know, just excited for the new chapter. We got a great new team. You know, a lot of new faces. You know, some veteran guys that have been around the game, and just excited to have them in our clubhouse and wearing the pinstripes.
I'm going to back up KB here with the fan of the game and all of us. I think we collectively say thank you. You put it on an absolute historic show every time you go out there. You already have 2 MVPs, probably on your way to your 3rd, but you're on pace for 258 hits, just like Ichiro, and Barry Bonds like in home runs with about almost 60 home runs. Which one of those two do you take more pride, the hits and the average or the slug?
You know, people dig the long ball, but I think honestly, just for me, I've watched all the players I've watched over the years. They hit for a high average. You know, they drive the ball gap to gap. You know, all three of you guys especially. You know, you guys hit the ball over the field, drive it with authority. So I always want to take a little bit more pride in my, you know, trying to get on base, driving the ball over the park this year. So I'll take the Ichiro hits. I'll take that this year.
I'm actually mad at you. You making the game, this impossible game, you making it look like it's a joke, by the way. But on a serious note, take me through. I've been watching you so much this season, and it seems like you're watching pitches in slow motion. And I know about that feeling. Take me through.
For me, it's just really about being ready on time. It's all about timing. You know, if your body's in a good position to hit the baseball, you know, we're athletic. We got the eye-hand coordination. Then everything else kind of takes care of itself. But you know, if I'm ready to hit when this pitcher releases the ball, then that's when the ball seems like it's coming in slow motion. The game really starts to slow down a little bit, and you can really define like what you're looking for at the plate, and you know, just go out there and hunt something. You know, I think the biggest thing too is also having that attack mentality of, you know, I don't care who's on the mound, I don't care the situation, who's pitching. It's, you know, you're always on the attack. You're always trying to hunt your pitch, hunt your zone, and I think that helps kind of slow everything down too.
I tell you, coming up in the Yankee organization, we hear so much about the boss, right? You have a new boss now that was just born at the beginning of the season. Now, how does that change your perspective?
Ooh, it makes those 0 for 4s a little easier coming home, and you see her smile. My beautiful daughter, Nora Rose Judge, yeah, she's it's amazing. You know, my wife Samantha, what she went through her whole pregnancy, and then you know, give us a beautiful baby girl. It's yeah, it's a new boss. You know, I know Mr. Steinbrenner's a boss, but Nora Rose is definitely a new boss.
You know, one of the things that, by the way, nothing like having daughters. They're the best, and you know, you and your wife are going to really have the best time of your life with her. But one of the things that weren't talked about enough, when Soto went to New York, it allowed you to slide back to right field, where you're an elite right fielder, Gold Glove. Has that made a little bit of a difference? I know you play anywhere because you're a team player, but getting back to right field, it looks like you're more comfortable. Is that true?
Yeah, like you said, I'll play anywhere. You know, they want me to play left bench, I'll play left bench, whatever they want. I love playing center field. You get the best view in the house, but get a chance to play right field, you know, play in front of the bleacher creatures. It's that kind of feels like home to me. And you know, we got a great set of outfielders, man. You know, getting a chance to see Trent Grisham this year go out there and do what he's doing. Cody Bellinger, getting him, he's another versatile guy that can play left, center, right, first base for us when we need to. So I think, you know, sliding me over to right was kind of the right move this year.
Yeah, what have you enjoyed most about this team? For those that haven't watched too much baseball this year, Alex mentioned it, Soto goes across town. You bring in a lot of good players. So you personally, what have you enjoyed the most about this particular group?
You feel very focused.
I think just a veteran presence. You bring Paul Goldschmidt, a guy that we've seen for years. I've watched him for years across the way on the West Coast and AZ in St. Louis. Just a pro's pro. He comes prepared, does his homework. Great insight when I ask him about certain players or pitchers that we face here in the National League. But then also just seeing our young guys take that extra step. I think that's going to be a big thing that's going to take us to the next, where we all want to finish this year. And, seeing Anthony Volpe, Jazz Chisholm, who hopefully we're getting back soon, Austin Wells, just kind of all those guys just take that next step in their development and kind of take us to the promised land.
Hey, I got a gift for you, big fella. And a special edition on my dog shirt right here. There you go. It's for my boy right here. My dog. That's right. A new edition, homie.
Don't ever wear it. Put it down.
Don't ever wear it?
Hey, he got that everywhere at his house.
Too, right?
Look at the trophy right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love it.
Big Poppy MVP winner. How about that?
I got one of these, and my daughters actually took it. They were washing a car with it. So
What a teammate.
No idea where the shirt's going to end up, but Aaron, you're the best. Thanks for joining us, man. We look forward to watching you tonight.
I appreciate it.
The great Aaron Judge.